Wonderful, Rico. So you mentioned there are great tools out there that they can start getting exposed to information security. You mentioned a tool called Wireshark.
Mhm.
What about that? How do you use that? What is it used for?
So what I would do right off the top of my head, as if I was a student or just a regular person hanging out, I would go over there and take a look and say, hey guys, go to Yahoo, Google, it doesn't matter, whatever search engine you want to go to. Say, hey, I need, I'm gonna go research Wireshark. There's two of them, right? You download the legacy or you download the most recent updated one. Either way is good. You can download, and this is really good for network monitoring and packet analyzation. And if you're a network admin, whether you're at this junior level, senior level, or at the architect level, this is a fundamental tool that you need to use and ensure that you comprehend and digest. This is a really good free tool, which is awesome, and it could give you, you just have to set the ranges of what you're trying to look at. And once you get your ranges, you can start watching anything. So what I usually do is I get a separate workstation, fire up Wireshark, and then start working on my workstation, and it's still on the same LAN. And what happens is you're able, anything you click on, you're able to see what's going on. At that point, you can go ahead and end the session, record and whatnot, and you can actually look at it and digest it and see, you know, what was HTTPS, SSL sessions and whatnot. You can digest them per way to go.
So you can put that tool, look at devices on a LAN, and see how the traffic is between these devices on the LAN?
Yeah, so this freeware will give you the ability to see if you want to see. It's not necessarily more. So it'll give you the information of the device of where it might be coming from, may or may not. But it's more for to see if how your network is going, where is it being dropped, what packets being dropped, or what frame is going to be dropped,
I see.
if what sequence. And that's really good because once you figure those out, you can see and determine and say, okay, based on this behavior, this is what's going on with our network.
So as you just mentioned it, there are a couple topic concept that came up. The information, as we generally talking about it in network and internet, comes down to packet of data, and the packet of data goes from a sender to a receiver, and then again from response back. So the information is packaged into these packets of data as they go through the network, as go through those IP addresses. And with Wireshark, we can see this packet traffic.
Yes. So you can see the sequence, you can see the packet traffic, you can see how it's being transmitted in the TCP/IP session, and see what steps is going from there. You know, see if it's the sender, receiver, and see if it's also see how the network is behaving as well. So I mean, this is a really good tool, regardless if you're in a small industry, whether you're a big industry. You definitely need to get familiar with this
So
one.
it's kind of like a microscope in a way that you get to see that information traffic going through the internet. Very good. Any other tool that you think it's a good example to get our hands on as we are learning about cybersecurity?
Sure, there's one specific tool that I like to use quite a bit, and it's called Snort. Snort consists of a lot of configuration in the front end, and you have to definitely give it a lot of white label or white listed IP addresses and whatnot. However, I think it'll be beneficial for the network administrator to have a little bit more configuration on the front end. Again, is not as out of the box, easy, ready to use as Wireshark. But once you get it going for your network, it's a really good idea system to have.
Very good. So these are different tools for analyzing the traffic and the protocol. So as so far we talked about a couple items. One is practicing Linux almost definitely every month or every week, practicing so that we know we don't forget those trends. Second is start looking at downloading tools like Wireshark, and also you mentioned Norse Map.
Snort, you can do that. Snort and also Kali Linux. Kali Linux, I'm a big favor of just because Kali Linux already has Wireshark and it already has Snort. But again, to use these tools, you're going to need to understand and know how to do Linux.
So Kali Linux, we're going to set it up, download it. It already has a lot of these protocol analyzers and tools.
Absolutely.
So that could be our first homework then.
Absolutely.
Very good. Thank you. Very